Can you imagine getting paid to actually live in a country? Well, Switzerland is actually paying people to reside there. Albine, Switzerland is a tiny postcard-worthy village that's basically begging for new residents. And they're putting their money where their mouth is and offering more than $60,000 for families willing to move in there. So here's the deal. You need to be under 45, agree to stay for 10 years, and invest in a property. But in return, you're going to be waking up every single morning to panoramic views of the Alps and breathing in some of the world's cleanest air on Earth. So would you actually go ahead and live in Switzerland if they paid you to do it? Leave a comment below. Did you know there's a small village in Spain that will actually pay you money to live there? Next up is the Spanish village of Ponga. It's nestled in the mountains of northern Spain and looks like a movie set. Stone cottages, misty hills, slow-paced living. The town is offering more than $3,000 a month for individuals who actually want to move there. Plus, there's the same amount, again, for every child you have while living there. Now, the only catch here is you've got to stay for at least 5 years, and you get a bonus for raising a family in a UNESCO-protected nature reserve, which again is not a bad trade at all, and you can use that money to brush up on your Spanish lesson. Now, I know a lot of Americans on the previous election said they would actually move to Canada, but what if you actually got paid to move to Canada? That would really incentivize some people. Well, there is one destination that's paying people to move there inside Canada. If you're a recent college grad or open to Canadian winters, the province of Saskatchewan has a great deal for you. They're offering more than $20,000 in Canadian tuition reimbursements for grads who want to move there and stay there long term. This isn't about remote cabins and polar bears. Saskatchewan cities like Saskatoon and Regina have growing economies, free healthcare, and a really high quality of life. You just have to be willing to trade skyscrapers for some snowy plains. This next destination, you can actually buy a house there for lower than it costs to buy a cup of coffee. Yep, you heard that right. The Croatian town of Legrad has been selling abandoned houses for as little as 16 cents. And on top of that, they'll actually give you several $1,000s for renovations. This is part of a plan to revitalize some rural towns facing population decline. There are a few strings attached, but you essentially need to be financially stable, under 40, and commit to staying at least 15 years. But if you're looking for long-term peace and quiet, it doesn't get much cheaper than this. If you're an entrepreneur or wantrepreneur, there's a country that will actually pay you to move there. The country I'm talking about is Chile's capital of Santiago. They run a program called Startup Chile, which actually offers more than $40,000 in equity-free funding to relocate your startup there. And here's the cool part. It's not just about the cash. You'll actually get access to mentorship, co-working spaces, and a global community of founders. If you've got a solid business idea and are willing to live in one of South America's most vibrant cities, then this is a win-win. Guys, if you learned something new there, you're gonna love this next part. I've partnered up with Amazon's Audible to give you a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, Global Career: How to Work Anywhere and Travel Forever. Global Career has been featured in prestigious publications like Forbes, CNBC, Entrepreneur Magazine, and even Lonely Planet. And with over 500 positive reviews, this book has helped hundreds of thousands earn from anywhere. To get your free copy and start a 30-day free trial of Audible, all you have to do is visit globalcareerbook.com/audio today, or just scan the QR code on the screen here. What if you could get paid to actually move to a tropical island? Well, there's one that's actually in this list here, and they're paying people to move there right now. The island I'm talking about is Mauritius. Most people don't really think of moving to the Indian Ocean for work, but the island nation of Mauritius is trying to change that through their startup visa program. They're offering a small but meaningful grants to people willing to build businesses locally. We're talking about white sand beaches, tropical weather, and a cost of living that's surprisingly affordable. You'll need a business idea and the willingness to integrate it into the local culture. But the payoff is huge if you want a slower, sunnier life. It's always been my dream to live in Italy, but now there's a chance that they would actually pay you to live that dream. Has it ever been your dream to live in Italy? Well, what if I told you they would actually pay you to go and move there right now? Southern Italy has some of the most charming towns in the world, and many of them are basically empty. Enter Candela. which has offered more than $2,000 per person and more for families to move in and become part of the community. This isn't tourist Italy, it's a small town, espresso on the corner Italy. You'll need to rent a place and land a job locally, but if you're craving culture and connection, this could be a great move for you. Now, on top of that, you can actually buy houses for under $1 in Italy. The only catch for these is you usually have to invest $50,000 in renovations in under a short period of time. Now, there's a lot of great things like this, but you really need to do the digging for yourself to see if everything lines up for what you're looking for. And I always suggest to try to find somebody who's actually gone there, talk to some locals and some other people to make sure these fantasies actually live up to the hype. Now, there's one place in America that's paying people to move there, and what I'm talking about is Vermont. Want something a little bit closer to home? Vermont's remote worker grant program offers up $10,000 to remote employees who are willing to relocate to the state. You'll get cash for moving expenses, internet costs, and even co-working space memberships. It's a great fit if you want an outdoor adventure and a strong sense of community, but still want to get that high-paying tech job in San Francisco. There's a remote island in Greece that's paying people to move there, and you're going to want to stick around to get all the details. This remote Greek island has less than 50 full-time residents and wants to change that as soon as possible. The government, along with the Greek Orthodox Church, is offering free home, land, and a $500 per month stipend for 3 years for families who relocate there. The catch is, it's very remote, but if you've ever dreamed of actually getting into the island life, sunsets over the sea, homemade feta, no rush hour traffic, this could be your forever destination. Now, another great place that's technically paying people to move there is Taiwan. Taiwan isn't paying people just to move there. There's a little bit of a catch, but if you're a native English speaker, the government will pay you $2,000 to $3,000 per month to go there and teach English, often with housing included. With that kind of income and Taiwan's relatively low cost of living, you can easily save money and live like a king. You also get modern infrastructure, tropical weather, and an incredible food scene. Now, if you liked any of these destinations and you want to investigate further, I'm going to leave some links below where you can access all the source material that I found on making this actual list. And leave me a comment below. Have you found anything else, or do any of these places actually interest you? Let's see, maybe a few people will actually go and get paid to live abroad. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe about the new videos I'm putting out every single week, teaching people how to earn from anywhere. And again, I'm gonna leave a video that's hand selected just for you up here in the corner. And again, I'll see you in the next one.